Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. NZD USD shrugs off New Zealand Q2 retail sales, stay below 0.6550 http ntvforex.com news ID 69F31F 1 minutes ago by Anil Panchal. NZD USD remains modestly changed despite the heavy drop in New Zealand Q2 retail sales. Virus woes, greenback strength keep the quote pressured, RBNZ policymakers also turn bearish. Vaccine hopes limit the losses but Sino-American tension probe the optimism. NZ PM Ardern's speech will be in the spotlight ahead of the US session. NZD USD seesaws around 0.6540 amid the initial Asian session on Monday. The Kiwi pair recently ignored New Zealand's second quarter Q2 retail sales data as RBNZ has also shown its bearish bias and the data stay near marked forecast. New Zealand headline retail sales ex-inflation slumped 14.6% versus 0.7% prior figures during the Q2 of 2020. Read more. NBSP New Zealand retail sales beats expectations by 0.4%. Kiwi unchanged on the data, another favor for the RBNZ with the data matching wide-marked expectations due to the coronavirus COVID-19. The RBNZ policymakers have an additional reason to cheer their recent bearish bias. On Friday, the Reserve Bank of New Zealand RBNZ chief economist NBSP Yuong Ha said, "A negative rate decision contingent on the health of the economy. If and when the time comes we have those tools available. Before that, the RBNZ stretched the term lending from 3 to 5 years, whereas New Zealand's Finance Minister Grant Robertson announced an increase in limits for business loans from New Zealand $500,000 NBSP to $5 million. With all those activities to combat the pandemic, the Pacific is still struggling with the deadly virus wave 2.0 that can weigh on the NZD-USD pair, especially when the US is gradually recovering. On the contrary, virus cases have mostly been stabilized in the US and President Donald Trump has been selling the vaccine hopes off late. Also, American economics has been positive and eases the pressure off the Federal Reserve policymakers. As a result, the US dollar index DXY manages to recover from 27-month low despite looming uncertainties over the COVID-19 aid package. Talking about the US-China trade relations, US President Trump's latest comments suggest the decoupling of the world's largest economy from China. Even so, policymakers at both the ends remain hopeful of talking the Phase 1 deal, which in turn defies the pessimism. Amid all these catalysts, market sentiment remains positive with S&P 500 futures gaining over 0.20% to 3,398 after Wall Street benchmark flashed the biggest run of 2020 with a 4-week winning streak. It's worth mentioning that Auckland is under Level 03 lockdown restrictions and Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern is up for announcing the same on Monday. The event will be widely watched amid the latest increase in virus cases from New Zealand. Technical analysis: the pair's repeated bounces off 50-day EMA, currently around 0.6530, keep the bears away. Also adding to the support is the 0.6500 threshold. On the contrary, a downward sloping trend line from July 31st, at 0.6630 now, becomes the key upside barrier. Additional important levels overview: today last price 0.654, today daily change 0.0000, today daily change percent 0.00%, today daily open 0.654, NBSP trends daily SMA 20 0.6607, daily SMA 50 0.6554, daily SMA 100 0.6346, daily SMA 200 0.6373, NBSP levels: previous daily high 0.655, previous daily low 0.6516, previous weekly high 0.6652, previous weekly low 0.6488, previous monthly high 0.6716, previous monthly low 0.644, daily Fibonacci 38.2%, 0.6537, daily Fibonacci 61.8%, 0.6529, daily pivot point S1 0.652, daily pivot Point S20.6501 daily pivot point S30.6486 daily pivot point R10.6554 daily pivot point R20.6569 daily pivot point R30.6588 NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.